feed the planet in 2050? This is the key topic addressed at the symposium organized for the 15th anniversary of Olmix, a company specializing in state-of-the-art animal nutrition. A range of French and international experts gathered to answer the question last September. Jean-Claude Narcy led this conference. The first speaker was Alain Glon, the manager of one of the most important food companies in Brittany. To me, giving value to acres of land which today are not used is the solution to feeding 9 billion humans in 2050. Agricultural activity focused on small areas is a big danger, as land losses are extremely quick. For us, living in an agricultural world, we know that when a farmer leaves the land, he never comes back. Then, it was time for some experts to speak. By 2010, there will be 700 million more people in the world. Living standards will rise in the emerging countries. Crops will be used in the production of fuel. In the future, it will be necessary to produce more food. This will lead to jolts of periodic tensions, but the trend will concern raw materials of vegetable origins, that is to say, on the markets of food raw materials. Later, this trend will become more marked. Our production processes will probably take this change into account. I think it will be necessary to avoid any food competition between livestock and humans. Consequently, our animals will have to eat more byproducts from food, whereas noble matters and good quality agricultural lands will be more used for human nutrition. Animal nutrition is also one of the big issues to feed the planet by 2050. Nutrition also means animal health. In Europe, antibiotics in food, for instance, have been banned since 2005. They are still used in a limited way for medical treatment, but alternative solutions are favored now. First, we can use vaccines. They are very efficient, and I assure you that authorized antibiotics in Europe are very good quality antibiotics. They allow the non-appearance of symptoms, but also bacterial extraction. They act on the visible part of the iceberg, and to a lesser extent, although not completely, otherwise we would not have any problems at all, on the hidden part. So, we have vaccines. Good breeding practices are also important, as François told you a few minutes ago. I won't go into details, but it is essential. But all those things have a cost, don't they? Yes, they do, but there is a return on investment. Last but not least is the development of zootechnical and nutritional medical solutions, alternatives to antibiotics. We developed probiotics, enzymes, acids, and a pertinent use of trace elements with good results. We use them nowadays. Then we realized that those products also had a medical effect, that they had a cleansing effect on the digestive tract, so they helped to control bacterial diseases such as colibacillosis. When we rehearsed, you also talked about clays, since Olmix company uses clays. The thing which is very interesting is that this product would gather the properties of the clays, essential amino acid, essential oil, prebiotic and probiotic products. Then, it was time to make a real round-the-world trip of practices and issues by country and by continent. Asian, North American, Russian, and Maghrebi agricultural representatives gathered to discuss this. Agricultural production constraints are different in each country, for countries exporting raw materials or importing them. Priority is given to profitability and environmental pressure. At least, everyone agrees on one point. Feeding the planet in 2050 has to pass through research and the implementation of alternative solutions. A real challenge launched during this symposium organized by Olmix.
Remercier Monsieur le député Marc Le Fur, vice-président de l'Assemblée nationale.